want more piercings.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But also,
I have my ears pierced too.
Can only have so many at work. I know.
Ah, boo.
I know.
Ah,
boo.
Boo, boo.
Boo having jobs.
I feel like they don't really give a fuck with my job. That's like really weird. Like I work at the hospital, but they don't really give a fuck.
Well,
wait, is this on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah, I put it on before.
We're live. Dead.
We're live. Are we?
Are we alive?
Dude, yeah, it's been so long.
It's been a long time. I have a lot of updates.
Well, yeah, I think if I remember the lore correctly, you're back from the dead, possibly.
Back from the dead. Well,
I didn't die, but I might as well have.
In the sense that I had to spend a weekend with my family, an extended weekend at a planet too. So in that sense, yeah, I survived. But
do we have to do anything, really?
No, that's the thing. And that's the thing that I have this conversation week in, week out. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, I love therapy. And then sometimes I'm like, I'm wasting my goddamn money. Because
I've never felt like I'm wasting my money.
Okay, great. But it's not because of her. It's because of me. Where I'm like...
It's a personal issue.
It's a personal issue where sometimes she's like, so... Seems like you always try to like do too much when it comes to these things. I'm like, right. And we've had this discussion that you should only be doing things that you feel comfortable with. And I'm like, yes, correct.
So we went to the same.
So anyway,
they were like, hey, so you're people pleasing. And I went, yeah. Side eye.
Are you sure about that? Or am I just doing what I need to do? And they're like, again, let's go through this one more time. No, you don't need to do anything.
Run the tape back.
And then
next
we actually pre-recorded this
goddamn thing. You knew you were gonna have to listen to it
this
about
is the same film
600 times.
I haven't. This isn't even.
We haven't done anything novel since the first time you came in here. We've just done the same thing.
This is just cap cut therapy.
You're rewatching the vibe.
It's the same fucking thing. That's like that One Direction song. Circles, we run in circles. It makes us see,
what are the words? Takes us
before closer,
baby, coming closer. The silence where we're like trying to remember the words. You know what? I saw a video the other day about how if One Direction went on tour again, feminism would be over.
I'd buy $1,000 ticket. I'm not even joking. I know almost all of the songs, obviously.
Well, yeah. It was our tween. That was our tween shit.
God, and I was like, what is wrong with me?
That's what the freaks were doing. They were thinking about One Direction in 2011.
But I didn't understand. I didn't understand the feeling that came over me when it came to One Direction.
Love.
I didn't really... It was something so new to me, and I feel so bad for anyone that like had to deny that part of themselves, which that was partially me. I felt like oh, I'm too basic for liking One Direction, so I also had to like get really into Michael Jackson and doo-wop music.
No, wait, why do we have the same life though? The way this comes up every like 2 weeks, we're like, remember this really formative experience of mine that I thought was super niche and different, and nobody is doing it like me. And then the other person's like, yeah, I also had the doo-wop phase. I haven't had an Etta James playlist.
Yeah.
I like got yeah.
So
Michael Jackson on CD in the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I also forgot that he was like a child predator. For like during that phase, my parents were just like,
you were a child fan of him.
Well, what was funny was like I kind of went through it. Yeah, I went through it in a really
like nobody said anything.
Sequential
and then all of a sudden,
order. Well, I went through it in a sequential order. It was like I was a fan of early Michael Jackson because first I was like, oh, the Jackson 5. Then from the Jackson 5, I went to his first
followed
album
the chronological order
of his career, and then as I came to the end, I was like.
There. Unfortunately,
predator. I do remember
you
them
can't
saying
run
something
from history
weird
like that.
In 2008 at the Lemonade Fair when everyone found out he was dead. Everyone remembers where they were. Everyone remembers where they were at when Michael Jackson died. I feel. I was at the Lemonade Fair in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
I was getting picked up from YMCA day camp, and my mom was literally arriving to pick me up.
Yeah.
And one of the counselors was like, "Do dude, did you hear Michael Jackson died? And my mom went, that's crazy. And I went, the basketball player? I'm not kidding. I did say that. And then they went, no, sweetheart. not him.
Sorry. Ignore this fucking dumbass in my car.
Yeah,
anyway,
I wasn't locked in like that at the time.
And tell me why that's how people acted when Zayn left.
No.
Because I remember where I was at when Zayn left, too. I was in my library, and I was talking with one of my friends. Yeah, it was in the middle of the school day. They did that shit on purpose.
Life-changing.
I feel like they had to release at 11 a.m.
To be in high school when groundbreaking pop culture news like that breaks, to have that experience again.
Did you have an iPad?
An iPad?
Did you guys have iPads at your school?
No.
Some schools
we had Chromebooks.
Some schools had Chromebooks. iPads were better.
That's crazy. Do you think that's just forever now, though? Do you think all the kids have Chromebooks now?
I feel like it was like a big program to like get kids technology really quickly like that.
Which okay, can we talk about why Chromebooks were the most
they were so bad.
Archaic shit ass broken machines? I don't know why they picked
They
Chromebooks.
Like never because they were the cheapest. They were the cheapest.
But it was also the worst option they could have picked.
It didn't make any sense.
It's just they were so oh my god, they're such bad computers. And then people were like jailbreaking them and stuff so they could like override the like limits.
What did you guys do on Chromebooks? Like, what was the?
We used Google Drive for like some of our class stuff.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. Did you guys bring them home?
You could take. I think you could take notes on them and stuff. Yeah, from home. There was like your. So they were, like, if you broke it, they were gonna send a guy to your house.
Because some people like used them as like classroom tools and stuff, where they would just like have them at the back of the class, and you could like bring them. Like you'd have to charge them at the end of your class session. I remember. No. We
had that at first.
In middle school.
Yeah, that was middle school, and then in high school they were like, you know what, kid, we got you your own.
Because honestly, it doesn't really make sense.
We got you your own useless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Here you go.
This is all yours for a year. If you break it though, oh my god, the world will end.
We'll sue the shit out of you.
Yeah, everyone was so
You're
scared to break
never getting out of this. Ever. I'm never financially recovering from this.
Us. We were all that guy. But we were also like 12 or 14.
No, we had iPads, which honestly, an iPad is really fun.
Imagine
because taking notes on it was really good. Honestly, it is honestly really good.
TikToks on their high school, high school given iPad.
Well, the administrators have gotten better with locking shit up, is what I will say. Because
that
was
sucks.
at the beginning of our iPad journey too. Is we had Instagram, we had Snapchat, we had everything on there, and then like they started to like
they could play Roblox.
And then our administrators realized they could like actually block apps on the App Store using.
They figured out how technology works.
Yeah,
they caught up a little.
A little bit. So some kids were still able to get around it, but then others were like scared. And
the gamer kids could get around it because they were like, I can just code this.
But like, there was a shit ton of apps that definitely should not have been downloadable that were still like first-person shooter games on the iPad. Which, by the way, why does that even exist? Which I would download them.
Yeah.
But I don't even like those games. I was just like, I can download this. So
I'm downloading everything. You were out of sorts so
well.
fast if you're downloading games on your school laptop.
I was like a kid that.
That's so funny.
I was like a Mormon kid who had alcohol for the first time.
You're breaking Amish.
I am.
You're on the school iPad breaking Amish, learning about FPS games.
Mennonite for peace. I saw that today.
Is that a slogan? They're for peace.
It was at the Capitol today.
Aren't we kind of all for peace? So wait, oh my God, hold on. Are the Mennonites protesting for Palestine? Is that what that means?
I think in a roundabout way, yes.
Oh, but they're not.
But I don't know.
It wasn't
direct. It wasn't direct. I think there was.
That'd be some beast shit though. You pull up to the farmers market and you see the Mennonites and they're protesting for Palestine.
The shit that
they're like end the war in Gaza. Like wait a minute.
So insane because. On one end, okay, there's like 4 corners of information at the farmers market. So one corner,
it's a perfect. Those alignment charts on the grid.
Chaotic.
It's literally the perfect alignment chart of types of people.
That's literally exactly
it's the 4 corners of the farmers market.
And then there's the fucking couples aerial yoga.
And then there's the couples aerial yoga, and they're in the middle of the graph. They're dead center.
So you have one corner that's like, you think you know about evolution? Try again, you dumb motherfucker.
I love that one.
That one's my favorite because there's like dinosaurs.
It's about how dinosaurs are like their bodies were preserved, so they couldn't have been that old.
Yeah.
It's how they're preserved. Tissue, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
And it's like
non-fossilized tissue
yeah.
of dinosaurs.
Have you heard of a bog? They
Have you
preserve
heard
stuff.
of moths before? No, you haven't. It's it's literally like my favorite.
No, you
fucking
haven't.
thing. And every time when I bring Bailey there, it's not like he hasn't been there. He's like, "Oh, we should like check that out." I'm like, "Bailey, you've every time we're here, that guy's there. He's here at 6 a.m. every fucking Saturday.
He's
here.
waking up. He's clocking
He is
in.
Clocking the fuck in
Yeah.
on the public area staircase of the Capitol because he fucking can't. And it's that one, and it's the no dogs allowed as dogs are actively
Literally walking by. As
past
dogs
them.
are running in front of oncoming strollers full of children. Because
Please,
fucking everybody
no
brings
dogs
their
at the
babies
farmer's
to the farmer's
market.
market too.
And they're like,
it's just a sea of children.
bro. And they also, on the
they're
other...
they're all in tanks.
What's the funniest
they're
part?
on tanks running over
They
old
are
women's
fucking tanks.
ankles.
Because they're always
like,
they're in play
They're in an armored trailer. Like literally an armored train being pushed by a 30-year-old woman who just drank the fuck out of an energy drink.
That's me with the charged lemonade by accident.
She bought a charged lemonade on accident at Teddy Wedger's, just like you. And now she's bulldozing over people with her armored stroller as a battering ram. She's the armored titan.
Fucking Elmo. I get the strawberries.
Trying to buy her microgreens.
Oh my god, there's so many microgreens. God.
I bet they're delicious, man. Listen, I bet they taste good.
They don't.
I bet they taste like nothing, but I bet I would like eating them.
They had They had kind of a fun texture.
You know?
But they're always in sandwiches that like already like have a lot of nothing flavor to them. They're always in like a hummus. Hummus, cucumber, carrot.
Take away the carrots. I was there.
Microgreen sandwich, and you're like, so
yeah,
where is the flavor fucking coming from?
But I love when they put it on like a sandwich with meat. There's like meat and other like condiments and sauce, and then they're like and microgreens. I'm like, so that you just
she's
lost.
You need to pause. Condiments and sauce. What's the difference when it comes to?
I meant like items.
Well, I'm actually wondering now. Condiments versus sauce. What's the difference? Where's the line drawn?
Well, isn't okay? Here's the problem though. Isn't condiments literally the technical term for just like ketchup, mustard, pickles? But it's also used.
Are pickles as a condiment?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, ketchup, mustard, and
if
relish.
Relish would be a condiment.
Yeah, that's what I think condiments.
So let's define it. It has to be. It has the ability to be squeezed
out of a bottle. Yes.
Now, what if ketchup was in a jar that you had to scoop from? Is it no longer a condiment? Is it now a sauce?
First of all, I hate scooping ketchup.
No, that's the worst fucking thing. Unless it's with a fry,
that's sick
and it's normal
and gross. Well, yeah,
because you wouldn't squirt
like a spoon.
something. But then that's
spooning ketchup.
But that's still like a condiment.
Yeah,
because you dip.
It's like liquid form ish. It's close enough.
Okay, so liquidy form
is condiment.
But sauce is also liquidy.
Yeah, sauce is a condiment.
Does sauce have to be cooked? But
no, sauce is also a condiment. It's under the umbrella.
Oh, you think condiment
is an umbrella term? It's
sauce,
but I think people use it and they mean like
that's fucking insane.
The lettuce, tomatoes, like
I
the condiments.
I completely disagree with you. Because you think vodka sauce is a condiment, bitch?
No.
Well, that's a sauce.
You're talking about sauces.
I am talking about sauces. I'm asking what's the difference between a condiment and a sauce.
One that you would put on a burger or a sandwich is a condiment. One that you would not put on a burger or sandwich, it's not a condiment. You would not put vodka sauce
on a burger.
Like, no, you'd put it on pasta. It'd be weird to put it on a burger.
That's
pesto,
true.
However. Pesto is she's a zebra. Or she's a, you know when like a horse and a mule have a baby and it can't recreate?
It's an ass.
That's her.
Right. I was just thinking about any sauce that would go on. Well, okay, why the fuck is barbecue sauce called barbecue sauce?
Because people barbecue with it.
But barbecue sauce is definitely a condiment.
I kind of think that generic barbecue sauce is gross. Sorry.
Fair enough. I kind of agree with you.
I just think I'd rather have like any other sauce.
Well, but I don't think there is technically a generic barbecue sauce flavor. If I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like there's so much difference. I just mean like the brown one from the store. But it's the same brand as like the ketchup and other stuff. Oh, Heinz. Like Heinz barbecue sauce. So then you just don't like Heinz barbecue sauce. You might like other barbecue sauces.
sweet. You know that video of Mark Zuckerberg talking about they're like grilling, and he did like a live stream or something, and he mentioned Sweet Baby Ray's about 40
Yes,
times.
I know
like
exactly what video you're talking
He
about.
just brings up the Sweet Baby Ray's like
It
over
is pretty
and over,
good.
and he's just thinking about the Sweet Baby Ray's, and all the comments are like, "This isn't an alien. Like, this is AI trying to be a person."
I wonder
He's
though.
a lizard.
I'm gonna be honest
He's a
though.
lizard.
I have had interviews like that before, where I have acted like that, and I'm like, why the fuck did I talk like that? And then I get off the interview, I'm like, thank you, and then I have
and
to
then
go,
you like remember you're
"Oh,
human again.
God."
No, I've done that too.
Oh,
Because
no.
you want the job, man.
And so you're like, does this person
God,
really like
capitalism's horrible. We really just like we just suck them at the interview. We suck them and fuck them, and we're like, no, I'm perfect.
But I think that's
And then
also
after the
just
interview, you're like,
people-pleasing tendencies as well.
You just you perform. You do the
kinda
whole little
gotta.
dance.
I have a friend
You
right
have
now,
to.
bro. I have a friend that is like trying to apply to a different job, and every time they ask me for like some resume advice, and I'm like, okay, yeah, like let's look at your resume.
Mhm.
And every fucking time I look at their resume, and I'm like, oh, you should add this. Because what the resume is trying to accomplish is you're trying to
Dude, you
fill
should look at my resume.
every single thing that is on their qualifications for the position that they listed, and you want to use a lot of the verbiage that they use within the qualifications within your own resume.
Yeah, I was doing that, and then it was so much work to make a new resume for every job that I stopped.
It is a really.
I made a
hard.
resume I send to everyone, and then I do the cover letters.
Well, a lot of the if you're applying to a lot of the same type of jobs, a lot of the verbiage is going to be really similar. Like if it's like through a university, a lot of the verbs and the wants are going to be similar between similar like job titles. Like if you're like doing a coordinating position,
this is literally
a researching position.
Yeah, because I just kept mine because I was like, I can't really.
Yours is. I can already guarantee you, yours is fine.
Because like the experience also can't. It's not like.
But I can also help. Okay, look at me. I'm whoring myself out. So my friend, lover, but every time I look at a resume and I'm like, okay, so what did you do with this position? Oh, well, basically I just cleaned and cooked. So that's what I'm gonna put here: clean and cook. And I'm like,
you gotta. No, you have to use the corporate jargon.
Like, did you manage a cleaning schedule? Yeah, kind of, I guess. I did it as best as I could. And I'm like, great. So you managed a cleaning schedule. And then they're like, okay, so cleaned. And I'm like, no, you managed.
You have to. You can't simplify. You have to be as obnoxious and pretentious, and precocious as you possibly fucking can.
And they were like, "Oh, I worked at this coffee shop." I'm like, "Great. What did you do here that would be relevant to this position that you're applying for? Like, is it the customer service? Is it the following these serve safe whatever? Because like there's certain certifications that you should mention with your resume." If that's like the type of job you're applying for, like if you're applying to a bakery, like that's the stuff you should be focusing on. Whether it's like customer service facing, then that's like what you should be focusing on, especially with a lot of positions. Okay, love that I'm giving this advice to you all.
My friends who are older than me,
they
by
have
like multiple years,
they're
just
like
watching this, being like, "Why the fuck are you explaining?
They're taking.
Why are you explaining how to write a resume?" Like.
Anyway,
my friend who works at Intel watching this being like, girl, nobody fucking cares. But then there's like the two 14-year-olds that are watching this, and they're like, dude, I also hate my Chromebook. Dude, I should learn how to write a resume.
They literally are 14. They're like, One Direction who?
No. This is the perfect segue, actually. Oh my god. Two things. The first one, we're getting clowned on the internet. We're old. We're washed.
Yeah.
Flash. Newsflash.
Okay.
We're washed up.
I already knew this. That's why I deleted Instagram.
No, you got locked out of your Instagram.
That's true.
And you decided that, you know what, you're a monk
it.
now and you don't need worldly possessions, so you don't care about Instagram.
That's absolutely accurate. I don't know how to get my account back.
And so you decided, so I'm not going to try. Fate. Anyways.
That's it.
Where was I going with this? Yeah, we're getting clowned on the internet. I saw a TikTok that was like, it was like, the premise was, it was some clip from something, and it had text over it. And there was a guy, like, chasing somebody.
Okay.
There was a person running away, and the person running away was labeled as people born before 2005. I know. Stay with me. I went,
5 years ago, this was just 2000.
Yeah, 2005.
Literally,
People
we've
born
had
before
these
2005.
same memes.
And the person chasing said "unk status," as in uncle status. And I watched it and I went, 2005 is crazy. And I opened the comments.
I am an aunt though.
And half the comments, there's like a small, actually no, a huge group of people. Almost everyone.
Was it? Wait, where was this?
Landslide victory is going LMAO or like, yeah, y'all old as fuck. And then.
Is this on Instagram?
No, TikTok.
Okay.
And then a sliver, a small faction of people are going, 2005 is crazy. Like one guy said it, and then a bunch of the old people liked it, and then all the other comments are young people being like, LMAO, like this is so real. Yeah. Talking about how young they are and shit.
I really don't care.
And I was like, damn. And anyways, that one I went, that's wild. And then I laughed and I showed it to Sean. I was like, I don't care about this. The one that hurt me, so bad.
Okay.
People, not one, I've actually seen multiple. People are going, oh my God, imagine being a teen. Or, imagine being like in high school in like 2014. And it's like pictures of
of the yearbooks from that.
It's pictures of like the 2016 fashion and like the feather in the hair and the Odessa album cover. And like, and they're like, oh, I just want to be there so bad. And I'm like, the Tumblr face.
My mom wouldn't let me get a fucking in my hair. She was like, one. That's so stupid. And
that's like gay, isn't it? It feels gay.
No one that was gay in my school did that. Oh. It was like all the straight girls.
Oh. I feel like all the gay people in my school are doing it.
I think it became gay, which is weird because usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, usually the straights take over something cool.
When I say become, it's not like a natural order of things. It is like I steal this from you.
Yeah.
Very wicked. Yes.
Yeah. Like colonization, kind of.
One could argue. One could argue.
Sorry,
do you remember that whole discourse?
You've been infected.
Remember that discourse a few months ago of like that one lady that went on TikTok and was like, my straight male friend was attacked at a lesbian bar.
Yes.
And everyone in the comments was immediately
with
skeptical. Everyone was like,
yeah.
Right. And then the guy made a video. He's like, so I basically got attacked. And then lesbian was like, so you were a straight girl, a straight guy.
So you were harassing.
And a straight girl at a
lesbian
bar.
At the bar.
And you kept asking them questions that were irrelevant. They got a little bit annoyed with you, and
then you cried about it on TikTok.
Yeah, you didn't even cry about it. Your friend felt emboldened enough to cry about it
and post the video of them crying
on your behalf.
Recording yourself crying and then posting it. Can we talk about
that? It's never the move.
What the fuck?
It's never
is
the
that?
Move. It's not.
Like,
if you think for even a
society.
Second that if that's going out to more than 10 people. Maybe you really need attention from 10 people. That's fine. Beyond 10 people, even 10 people is kind of a lot still. That's right. But I feel like during COVID, I felt such a lack of connection.
Okay.
That the Finstas, do you remember the Finsta age?
Yes.
During COVID?
But that's not still doing it now.
Mm-mm.
That's not like posting videos on TikTok. Like just
the
logging
TikTok,
in.
Yeah, TikTok is crazy for like a public platform to be like, let me show you my most vulnerable state.
Well, it's also like that they're performing it.
That's not even the time it is.
It's so parasocial.
And if it's not performance,
I've never even seen Black Mirror. This is exactly what I imagine Black Mirror to be like.
It's not.
It's them being like humans
Black
are all
Mirror
fucked up and weird.
Black Mirror's. I don't really like that show. The first episode is so jarring.
What's the first episode?
You don't care? So it's about the Prime Minister of like Britain. Someone like kidnaps.
Okay, politics.
Someone like kidnaps his daughter. Maybe it's not Britain. I don't know. Prime Minister of that area. Sorry. I don't know.
We're not European.
Of the UK.
We have normal teeth. Sorry.
He's the Prime Minister of something. And in that area. And I think like his family gets kidnapped for like ransom or something like that. And the ransom is not to like pay them, but the ransom is just to fuck a pig live on TV. And so he has to fuck a pig live on TV in order to like not have his family murdered, essentially. That's the first episode. That's episode number 1. And it's like so gross. No, the episode's so gross. The sounds in that episode are
if you just get the time slot after ridiculousness, you're fine. Like
no, it actually scarred me when I first watched that.
That's
it was
actually
a crazy first episode. It's a lot less tame. It's a lot more tame than that. Well, it depends on the episode.
What's the point of making that? Can I just say
that's like that type of content?
Yeah.
Shock value. I don't know.
You should just watch ridiculousness. Like that would be better. Watch something else.
With what the fuck is her name? Champagne Royal or some shit like that.
Chantel. No,
it's definitely
Chanel
not.
West Coast. She goes every time she laughs. It's a horrible, shrill witch cackle.
It was like actually,
and she doesn't actually like talk.
Me.
She's just there to like giggle, and then they're like, "Okay, thank you," and then they move on.
Okay, thank you, Chanel.
And Rob
West
Dyrdek
Coast.
is literally built like a Lego person.
The hair and a hat too.
And he's so,
it's for
he's
sure
so,
the hat.
He's so rectangular, man.
I can imagine just.
And he's like not.
It
funny.
just clicks
His flow
on.
is fucking atrocious when he talks. It's just.
No, that guy really pisses me off.
He has no swag.
My mom, I think that was my mom's least favorite show. She would see that it was even on the schedule.
No, that's
she would
real.
Be upset as
that's
she was
real.
Like going past. She's like, I hate that shit. I'm like,
it's such like a skater boy show to watch, but also I feel like none of them thought he was funny either. Like we're all just like
the show like had the potential to be funny. Like
it was America's
like,
Funniest Home Videos, but for like not kids or like old people. It was like a teen audience.
Except
they
it was
trying
mostly
to Nickelodeonify it.
It was mostly like just people fucking their shit up.
Yeah, it was,
and like
it
not
was
even
just
in like a fun way, like in a way where I'm like that guy like might actually.
That guy's no teeth. That guy got veneers.
That guy's like actually in a full body cast now.
Yeah.
For life. This guy needs an iron lung. They're just showing like yellow fever.
Oh my god.
Victims on ridiculousness. Chanel West goes like.
And then what's the other guy?
They used to replace that guy, like the
guy that like rewinds it. No, it was the same guy.
Oh, I don't know his
name. My god, please Google his name. I need to know.
Okay, let me look up ridiculousness cast.
There was that. Oh, dude.
God, Rob Dyrdek pissed me off. I'm looking at him right now.
He looks like the protagonist of like a PlayStation. Stilo Brim. Yeah.
I didn't watch it enough for me to ever.
And Stilo Brim would be like, dude, what's yellow fever? And then they'd have to like. Rob Dyrdek would have to explain what yellow fever is, like the history. He'd have to explain like polio too.
So in 1776,
and he's wearing the fucking hat,
and he does this.
Yeah, because he always does that. And he's explaining,
and he just walks around.
Yeah,
I hated that guy. God,
didn't we all?
He's pissing me off. Just like I'm looking at him right now, he pisses. God.
Imagine he came out as gay though.
Why has he got the Bieber
Happy Pride Month.
Oh, he fully has.
Yeah, he still wears skinny jeans in this day and age.
He fully has children.
He like doesn't know how to change. It's actually kind of scary.
He's like made of clay. Why does he do that?
Oh, and then the flat fucking hat.
I hate that outfit.
Yeah, he literally dresses. He looks ripped straight out of 2004. Or sorry.
I wouldn't. He's 50 years old.
Yeah. He is too old to be doing ridiculousness. A show for skater boys.
How did he like?
Actually, I think Alex Smokes Mid should be the new Rob Dyrdek. That would be tight as hell.
Oh my god! You know what we need to do? We need to fund a Rob Dyrdek. You know how like Eminem had a movie about his life? Let's do Rob Dyrdek.
Whatever. Hey, it doesn't matter. Hey, it's okay.
Hey, it's fine.
He's not here.
Hey, it's okay. The way I just typed in his name again, like.
No, that's how I
Holy
feel too.
shit.
That's so real.
Career history.
Damn. Why are we talking about? How did we get here? Yellow Fever, ridiculousness.
Oh, Robin Big. Do you remember Robin Big?
What the fuck is Robin Big?
It was a show that they had together on MTV.
Oh, I never watched it. I didn't know about MTV.
What? I was on. That was like that was the like network that raised my sister and I. And
I wish I watched MTV.
No,
I
you
would have
don't.
been cooler.
Maybe.
Like I had to break Amish.
You get
on
like
the school
terrible
Chromebook.
advice. Oh my god, Breaking Amish is such a good show though.
Dude.
You see valuable lessons about
life.
Nothing.
No, I used to watch Adventure Time. That shit slapped.
I love Adventure Time. I wish I would have watched
regular
it.
show. Right.
No, not when I was a kid. I watch it now, and I think it's funny.
I watched it as a kid. See, I didn't have MTV. I was watching regular show.
Well, I didn't realize like what the demographic was for that when I was a kid. Like no one in my school watched it, or at least people that I talked to really watched it. So I never like got suggested. My sister only wanted to watch like Catfish and.
Oh, I hated Catfish.
Oh no,
I watched some of the, I watched the TLC stuff when I was like.
I ate that shit up.
I don't know, like 11, and then I was like, I don't like this anymore.
God, this guy makes me upset. I'm looking at him right now, and it's pissing me off.
What were we even talking about?
I think we were talking about life updates.
How did we get to ridiculousness?
I really couldn't tell you.
That's crazy. Well,
so back to life updates. I think I was talking about my nephew. I'm an aunt. We know this. Nephew.
Add it to the lore wiki.
Nephew niece
working hard.
Visited with my sister and her husband.
I like that the nephew visited, not your sister visited and brought the nephew, who is literally like a baby still.
Yeah,
kinda.
no, he drove.
Yeah.
He has a car.
Does he
special
crank
interest.
90 on the highway? Or?
So they got him like down there, and they got him on the brake system.
Push him with both hands. Throwing his little body weight. Not like a baked bean.
So funny to think about him down there. Yeah, and so that was a lot. He's at an age where.
Well, we went to the store to buy stuff for him. I went with you.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked the stuff.
You bought a lot of stuff. Spider-Man watch? Did you end up getting that for him?
Yeah, he broke it almost instantly.
See, we were because we do this with a lot of things. We're like, they say the regulation says this, but what the fuck do they know? We just assume nobody knows anything. So like all the boxes are like 3+ or whatever age you have to be and older to have this toy.
No, but honestly,
and we were like 6+. It's a fucking Spider-Man watch. No, but he's fine. He deserves this.
I've looked up toddler watches too to see like if they exist like indestructible ones. They fucking don't.
They don't. No, you can't make.
I actually have one saved that
I'm buying an Apple Watch for your toddler. That's why they don't make them.
No, they're actually expensive. 1 second. I might get this for his.
No, but we literally do this with so many things. We're like, hey, we probably know better. So we were like, no, we know better than the toy companies. We bought like we being you. You spent all the money. It's your nephew. I was just also at the store.
You were, which was fun.
It was lit. But you got him so much shit, like so much stuff. It's just funny that he broke that immediately.
Yeah, no, he was really sad about it too. I don't think I think it really just was
like a child.
It was a cheap watch.
He's literally a child, so he's just gonna be sad when stuff happens.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not a child, and I'm still sad.
It must be crazy to like watch a human just develop.
It is. Well, okay. Well,
and experience the world. That's beautiful. That's so sick.
It is. Oh, do you want to hear a funny story? Mm-hmm. So there's this cafe that's right next to a lake, and it's a beautiful cafe. It's like overlooks the lake essentially. And they have this like deck that you can go out. You know the place, Lakeside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Love that place.
It's a really
Except
nice
for when
place.
they betrayed me one time. I tried to go
a sandwich. They closed
like before
early.
Yeah, before work or something, and they like weren't open because they were gonna do like a stupid music thing or something.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I was so sad.
I know.
I'm still mad. I'm still holding a grudge.
So we were there, and
you're at the best place on earth with the fam.
Well, we get there. We drive separately. I bring Bailey along with me because I'm like, oh, we're gonna like play at the park. My sister wanted to do like a 10-mile run around the lake.
Bro, you have a child.
Well,
where?
Well, I was gonna look after the kids.
Oh, and she was gonna do the run. I see.
And
I thought you meant she wanted everyone to do a 10-mile run, which is already insane to want as a group.
No,
Yeah, dude, can you imagine I go to like visit one of my friends
So we're gonna go.
and I'm
do
like,
a
yeah, I thought we could do a
marathon.
10-mile run while I was here. Like we could do it, you know?
Oh, I saw an Instagram video that literally was like that, where it was like, right before my wedding, I'm so thankful that I and my bridesmaids went on a 10K quick jog before I got ready for the day. Thanks, girls. And I'm like,
Oh my. Okay.
the way
Can
that
you?
if I was a bridesmaid and someone was like, all right, so
No, because this only
let's
works.
go.
This only works if they're all runners.
I think that's
But
probably
it's
what
kind of
it is.
crazy to have a group of people that are all into running.
I
I feel like
think
that's kind of a niche thing, right?
Well,
You
I
know,
think
like
that a
like
lot
just
of
running.
people just. Well, I think that that might be part of it. Is like when you dedicate all of your free time towards one activity, there are some other people that do that as well, and those are the only opportunity for friends that you have.
Yeah, I guess
So
when you
like,
become ride or die for like just one thing.
yep,
If you, I mean, if you limit yourself, then
Yep.
you've limited yourself.
yep. I have a coworker like that.
What's their thing?
Biking.
Biking. They're only friends with people who bike
Yep.
hard.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, and the bikers are they're kind of weird, right? They're like a little freaky.
Some of them. Some of them. There's weirdos in all communities. Anyway, so he visited, and it kind of started out rough because they were like, yeah, he fell off the bed last night,
Oh.
like twice. So we maybe got like 2 cumulative hours of sleep as a family. I'm like, oh, and it's like 8 a.m. right now. And they're like, yeah, well, we'd have to be up anyway. Like, they're not going to go down for like a nap or anything. I'm like, good, good, good. And
So this is the part where you find out that parenting and having a child is like really hard and sucks.
I already knew this, though.
Yeah, but then it's like,
yeah, the reality is next to you.
Yeah.
So then
you have to like re-remember it.
Yeah, we sit down. I order my breakfast sandwich with Bailey, and we get a fun drink. They had really fun drinks when I went. And my nephew and his dad, they're like, oh, we should order like a baked good. We had a little bit of breakfast at the hotel. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And he gets a scone. And this is when my nephew looks at the scone and he's like, that's disgusting. And he tries throwing it. And
why would you let him hold the whole thing?
Bailey looks at
no
him.
No offense, why would you let him hold the whole
me,
thing?
Looks at me, looks at him, and he's like, no,
dude,
no. I wonder how.
Sorry,
that's
that's the AC. It's not that loud.
Okay, good.
It's fine.
So he doesn't throw it, but because his dad gets really upset, obviously, because he's like,
he senses,
why the fuck are you like?
That he senses
I just paid like $4
that...
for this. Like, don't do that. So he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna have some. So he has some, and then as his like back is turned from my nephew starts nibbling on the scone, and he starts like eating it, and then he turns back and he's like, ew, this is gross.
That's actually really
like,
funny.
Just playing.
No, that's really funny.
And I'm like, yeah, but this is 8 a.m. They're on 2 hours.
Yeah.
Of sleep.
No, oh, dude.
Bro, absolutely not.
I think I would find this funny.
So, what I think the funny part was, I did find it a little bit funny, but because it's like,
so as his parent, I would think it's funny. If my kid did that, that's funny as hell. I'm on board. You know what? If you're funny, you win. I think I value that over things that don't matter.
But he was like whining about it.
My value system's really.
He was like really. He was like.
He was kind of getting into the fantasy a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was playing the part a little too well, and he starts to see the park in the background. So he's like, oh, I don't want this shit anymore. He doesn't care about the game anymore. I don't care about the scone. I don't care about anything. So his dad's like, okay, I'm just gonna eat the fucking scone. And I'm like, yeah, enjoy it yourself. Do your thing. So we go down to the park after a while, and as we're going there, you have to go down this staircase, and I'm like, okay, take these stairs slow. And
I've never been to the park over there.
He takes the stairs slow, and in between the park, there are these pathways that go kind of around this like retaining pond. So there's the retaining pond in the middle, and there's like a lot of like plants growing up from the retaining pond. And it's very obvious that there's water in this pond. And so there's like paths that go around it, but the direct line of sight is right from the staircase across the retaining pond to the park. That's like, that's the direct line of sight. but you have to go around the retaining pond in order either to the left or to the right to get to the park. Okay?
Yeah.
And we get down to the end of the stairs. I'm like, whew, hard part's over. All right, go to the park. And he says, all right. Runs straight into the retaining pond. It was so funny, but he trips immediately and then gets mud all over himself. And for him to be just a little bit of a fuck back there to his dad and then immediately get mud all over himself, I'm like, you know what? That is karma, girl. And you just learned it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Just
now remember that
Now
shit.
remember that shit, honestly.
Or don't you fucking forget.
Yeah, so it ended up being a good time, but
That's
I just thought that was a funny little...
That's really funny.
Because you don't realize, like, oh my god, toddlers are fucking stupid because they don't know shit. So, like, he didn't even, like...
They're literally in the phase of their life where they're learning what consequences are. This is direct line of sight.
I go. I run fast.
He has to learn to think critically.
I don't care that there are plants taller than my head in front of me. That could possibly mean nothing, and it slopes downward into water. That means nothing to me. I love that. I love that. Just maybe
he can't see that far. Maybe he needs little kid glasses.
Maybe he needs.
Maybe that's what we're finding out. He didn't know there was water there.
That could be it.
Damn.
Yeah.
He has to get his eyes checked. He'll get
that.
That
could be good.
Mm-hmm. He'll unlock that level pretty soon.
Of whether or not he can see things. Sometimes he says he can see things, and I'm like, I feel like you don't see that though.
Now you're just not believing him.
Well, sometimes my sister points out shit that's not there to fuck with him, which I think is a little bit fucked up. Like, sometimes she'll see, like, a red flag, and she'll point it out to him and be like, oh, do you see the cardinal over there? And he's like, yeah! And she's like, liar, under her breath. Because there's no cardinal.
What game is she playing? Why do you need to do that?
Girl, I don't know. I do not
She's, like, getting jealous of him. She's, like, wants to make sure that she's still, like, better. So she's like, yeah, you don't. I'm still winning. Like, she's getting competitive.
With a 3-year-old?
Yeah.
It kind of seems like it.
She still has to make sure she's top dog.
I think they have a little bit of that dynamic, which is a little concerning at times.
Dude, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Competing with your 3-year-old child.
They are a little... They butt heads significantly.
Damn, humans do just have to feel like the superior species sometimes. That's wild.
Sometimes I can be a little bit of a know-it-all. I think we both can be, and I think that's why we get along. Which maybe we shouldn't get along.
Because we know it all.
Because we're know-it-alls. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like we have confidence in each other.
We believe that you also know it all.
Right.
I know it all. You also know it all. We both drank the water so we can see, and we're the only ones who know anything. But it's us. But we're equal.
It's us. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's probably really rare.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe it shouldn't be. I think maybe the point of this story is that you shouldn't judge others and maybe consider that other people know important things too. However,
this is just like in traffic when that guy kind of cut me off and then I flipped him off and then I said, maybe you should look inward, sir.
And he's like,
and ignoring that I should look. In his Chevy, Chevy Cruz, blue.
Yeah, just kidding. He's depressed.
Bitch, we all were once. Grow up. Learn how to drive.
I feel like, what do you think the most like common Spotify playlist is in a Chevy Cruz?
In a Chevy Cruz? I was gonna say like Britney Spears. It's like a 27-year-old woman.
You think
she's down on her luck? She smokes a lot of cigarettes. She drives a Chevy Cruz.
You know what? You make valid points.
And then just that guy also happens to have one. I'm like, that's not your car. That's not for you.
You stole that.
You bought that when a 27-year-old girl who smoked cigs died from too many cigs.
Doesn't hear Britney Spears. He's like, that's suspicious.
That's weird.
That's weird. Calls back.
I need backup.
All right, this is
forcibly searches the car.
This is a bright blue Chevy Cruz, 2007. What's wrong with it? I didn't hear any Spears. I heard no Spears.
There's Coke in this car.
There's definitely Coke in this car.
Actually, there's a worrying lack of Coke in this car.
I think we got a Grand Theft Auto in your case.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to do the GTA, like, stripper walk.
I think you just did it.
Well, I need to learn how to do it really good and then mime getting into a low riding car because I think that'd be a really funny thing to do at the bar. like at the bar, everyone's standing around and you just come back to the group and you do that.
I think that is a good idea.
Like,
that's
that'd
a
be
good
so
bowling.
funny.
Wait, that's a good bowling walk back. That's really good.
My next bowling double date, I'm gonna whip that out, dude. If nobody laughs,
Why do people hate bowling?
they hate joy and fun.
People are like, it's so awkward. I'm like, literally, what the fuck is awkward about bowling? Like, you are too self-conscious.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
Counterpoint, no.
Counterpoint, no.
Not for me.
I don't get, like, I feel like that's like a common thing where people are like, one thing that I was annoying about was like, they're like, I hate the dentist, and I was like, why? But now I get it.
I hate the dentist. I used to not, and now
like,
as I get older, I get scared of stuff.
No, because
like, why am I so stressed about the dentist?
With you, and so
yeah.
Oh my god, the last time I went to the dentist, like, bro, my dental hygienist was such a fucking bitch. She was like, which I'd never had her before.
I have to go this coming Wednesday.
Bro, good luck.
I know. And I'm going to a concert later that day.
She literally
they don't pull all my teeth out or whatever.
Was like, you have gingivitis. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you have gingivitis. I look at my teeth. There's literally nothing wrong with my teeth. And she's like, I can tell you don't floss. And I'm like, oh, how? And she's like, I can just tell. I'm like, are my gums bleeding? No. Okay. So how, what? And she was like, yeah, you're like an early gingivitis if you don't like floss every day.
If you don't get it together now.
Like, you're gonna
like, why are they using dare scare tactics on their clientele?
But here's the fucking thing: I floss more now this year than I ever have in my life.
Because she was such a bitch to you.
Because she was.
She got in your head.
The lesson here: if you're in a profession, sometimes be a cunt.
So I should be a bitch to people so they take care of their health. They take their blood pressure meds. I'm like, yeah. So Susan, when you don't take your fucking meds,
you bitch.
Yeah, actually, your blood pressure does go up.
You're gonna die.
Gee.
You're gonna die. Bro, so many people have heart issues. So many people, and so many men just ignore it. That's
right.
That's what we learn in like the field that I'm in. Is like, they're like, yeah, I used to be medicated, not anymore. I'm like, what do you mean, not anymore? And they're just like,
When the Lord's ready to take me, they're gonna take me. Which that's the life they're living.
The mindset to be in for that. I feel like I have been in that mindset though. Just
it's called being really depressed. It's called being really depressed.
That's
and
true.
Yeah, we've all been there. Have we? No, but we think we have.
Well, you know, I feel like. Do you think everyone's been depressed?
No, because there are people that haven't.
Like every single one of my friends has been depressed though.
I know people who haven't, and I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, no, I just haven't felt that way ever. And I'm like,
I don't know if I know a single person.
Nick Casey.
You just name dropped someone.
Yeah, he's not shy. It's not like they're gonna be hunted for sport.
Wait, who's that?
Blonde Gay Nick. Yeah.
Gay Nick.
Gay Nick.
I love
Rest
Gay
in peace.
Nick.
Now that he
passed
was
away.
launched into the sun. So it's really unfortunate.
But we launched him.
Well, yeah, Eve actually, manned the cannon herself, which is cool as like a former roommate to kind of do that as like a send off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave him
and I certainly
about a
haven't
week's worth of rations.
in his little cardboard box.
Eat his body like
he's gonna survive the heat of exiting the atmosphere for sure.
If he does.
Yeah.
If he does.
He'll be like that dog they send into space. Just to find out.
Don't fucking talk to me about that.
She's a hero.
Dog. She's not even.
She's dead.
There was no reason, truly.
No, they dead ass just wanted to see what would happen.
Why?
Right.
It makes.
And they used they used an animal, and they picked a dog, which is the most human. They have such a.
That's an ape. That's an ape.
No, I mean the one that the humans care about the most. The one that the humans place on such a pedestal. That I'm like, that was a sacred.
No, but I feel
thing.
like all of the animal ones made me like really upset.
Yeah, but also like
space too.
If they put like a frog in space, well,
no, that would still probably make me upset.
They'd all make me upset. I'm just trying to find something I wouldn't care about if it exploded.
Right?
Like a
maybe some ants.
I mean, I guess yeah, but that's so small. We need something bigger so we can know it exploded.
Yeah, now isn't that interesting? The bigger the fun, and the more we care about them.
Well.
Usually,
people don't care about cows.
They're called. There's a
People don't
specific
give a
term
fuck about
for
cows.
it with like ecology and.
I think it's about
People do give a fuck about cows, but those aren't wildlife. Those have always been bred in human history for, like, when we started farming, for meat. It's never been a companion animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even
But
an
they could've
animal for
been.
us to observe,
They
which
could've
has
been.
been like, what the fuck are they called? There's something like called something megafauna, and it's like they're like popular megafauna. Like we care about them because we're able to like kind of put our own feelings and assign it to them. But it's like polar bears, penguin. Well, they're not megafauna though. So I'd say polar bears, grizzly bears, black bears, a lot of bears.
I think it's the like. I don't want to say cuteness, but like their cuteness overrides like your instinct to be like, oh, that is a wild animal.
I'm trying to like. There's like a literal term for it. Let me try to.
It's going. You know what? Something's not going wrong right now, which I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I had COVID. That's all. We I guess to address why it's been so long since we did one of these.
Oh yeah, you did have COVID.
You had family coming. I had COVID. Like some other shit happened. I don't know. It was just time. It just didn't work out, and that's life.
What? Oh. Okay. Charismatic megafauna are animal species.
Charismatic.
Yeah, that are large in the relevant category they represent, with symbolic value or widespread popular appeal, like elephants. They often like so they're often like
the it girl of their group.
They're the it girl that often help with conservation efforts. Like,
because they are so widely liked, they're used
exactly like elephants, tigers, and a lot of it is cuteness. Where you're like, oh, it's just a kitty cat. Oh, it's not.
Or they have swag. They have
kill you. It will kill the shit out of you. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the times they are carnivores, which is really interesting. Except in the case of like an elephant,
real recognize real. I don't think that's why. I think they just have cool vibes.
And it's also like, what's interesting is that like I find, well, I guess that's not megafauna though. Never mind. That's the whole thing. A lot of large animals. Well, a lot of large animals are not carnivores. Like I just said, an elephant. What are other large animals that are not carnivores? Panda bear, but kind of not. Cows. But yeah, people don't give a fuck about cows because cows like don't represent any area really anymore. Like there's no like protected area that they really represent.
They're not that big.
Yeah, they're not. But I guess within the category, maybe.
I guess.
Okay, so there's also another word for it. It's called a flagship species.
Flagship, that's the one I've heard.
Yeah, charismatic megafauna and flagship species.
They're like the one.
So
they're the Charlie XCX of their.
Even WWF, their flagship species would probably be the fucking panda.
They're the hot girl of all the hottest girls.
They really are. They're so dumb. They need to eat so much bamboo. It's so crazy because they used to eat meat. Their teeth are designed to eat meat, but they just chose to eat bamboo. Isn't that insane?
They just said, I like it so much.
I like it. I don't have to chase it. I can just literally be in
That'd
this
be like if I never drank coffee ever again. I just only drank herbs, and there was no like reason. I was just like, well, I just could.
I'd say probably a little more extreme than that.
I guess, yeah.
I'd say that you'd be like laying in a field of grass, and you're like, well, I no longer want to make food, so I will just continuously eat this field of wheat. That's what it's like. You just like
their
just
laziness
in the middle of
is
a farm,
unmatched.
and you were like, all right, and this is where I'll stay,
and this is it forever,
and that's it. I know.
I respect that.
They're so lucky that bamboo grows so fast. They're so lucky.
You think they're? So you think they just got really lucky? Is that why they're a symbol of luck?
I don't think they are a symbol of luck.
Well, they could be. They should be, apparently.
I don't think they are.
They got lucky in the bamboo just.
I think it's those little guys with the big balls.
What?
The guys with the big balls. You know. You know what I'm talking about. Big ball animal.
That means that they're lucky.
Animal, I think Chinese culture. It's not a fucking dragon, let me tell you.
With the big balls? What the fuck?
There's like a big bald creature. Okay, big bald
Yeah, definitely Google.
creature. Symbolic. Yes! This is who I'm talking about. These guys. Tanukis. Symbols of
I've never seen
good
this.
fortune. Yes, bitch. The way, yeah, that's its balls. Big balls. Those are its balls. Ball. Big old balls. Big
Okay,
balls.
isn't
them.
Tom Nook a Tanuki?
Yes.
So it's Tom Nook with huge
Tom Nook has huge balls. I think canonically Tom Nook has huge balls.
Balls, what about their penis? Is it also big or is it just the balls?
Tanuki.
All balls, no dick?
What did you say? All balls, no dick?
Is that it?
Okay, so they're a Japanese raccoon dog. That's a Tanuki, so they exist.
Oh, that's swag.
Except
and
them,
are their balls huge?
No, not you. They're just they have normal balls,
Okay.
but them with big balls is a symbol of luck.
All balls, no dick. That's crazy.
All balls.
Is he wearing a necklace?
Yes.
All balls, no dick, wearing a choker.
Okay, I'm gonna look up.
Dude,
Do Japanese raccoon dogs usually have big balls?
When we say research, this is what we're talking about.
Yep.
You know, I've done a lot of research in my day.
Okay, real Tanuki actually have relatively small testicles.
You heard it here first.
So the good fortune, good luck is
it's because
if they
happen
balls,
to have.
Good job.
Wow, good job.
And that's
good
how,
job.
And
that's
I
what
can
you
prove
want to say
evolution exists.
Not the dinosaur tissue.
Big bald Tanuki.
Wow.
I'm gonna sit him down. I'm gonna be like, look, I want you to look at this printout.
He's our messiah.
And now I want you to look at this printout. Now, do you notice the length and the width of the balls? The volume that they could contain. Thank you. I rest my point.
Sire.
Oh, what I was gonna say earlier about the farmers market, what I thought was so fucking funny was that on one side of the square there was
God, we forgot about the alignment
there was
chart.
the no dogs.
Yeah.
Please,
okay, well, so
no
we have evolution, we have anti-evolution.
which is at the same
of
area.
The axes, we have anti-evolution.
Okay.
And then we have
anti-evolution and no dogs.
And no dogs. Okay.
All the way over here.
Over here.
There's an adoptable dog area. Not even fucking joking. So funny. An adoptable dog area.
Dogs. So there's no dogs.
They're actively
dogs.
fucking people. Like they're
dogs
actively
for sale.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And
dogs everywhere.
Dogs everywhere. They're not acting right. And Mennonites for peace.
And Mennonites for peace.
And a man trying to convert you to Islam.
Oh yeah, the guy who's like, I'll read the Quran, ask me anything.
He seems nice enough.
Yeah, no, he seems like a jolly good fellow.
Sure.
I'd go that far.
Then here.
And then here.
We have the devil dancers. They dress up like little hot devils.
Oh, they're old ladies.
They're old ladies.
They're like
with like
70-plus-year-old women.
With like 2 14-year-olds.
And 2 children.
Yep.
Who I guess have no friends.
Yep.
You know in Haikyuu when Hinata goes to train with the old ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's there.
He's in the Devils dancing.
Now over here, Democrats. That's it.
Yeah, the ones who are like, you want to sign up to vote?
Yep.
Are you gay? You want to sign up to vote in Madison?
It's the gay Democrats this year. So this truly is the four
corners
farmers
market.
The
state capital is right here in the middle.
Now. That is truly what Madison.
And where do you align?
I would put myself. I don't even. I guess.
I was gonna put myself there too. More, if you stay down here.
Yeah, more dog. More dog.
Wait, this is the note. Wait, no. The dogs are over here.
Oh. It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't know how we need to. I'd like to be near the dogs, but I also don't want to be near the devils.
All of them are. Yeah, I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. It's hard because I don't really like any of them.
Because they're kind of all wrong.
They're all kind of all.
The only ones who are right are the Democrats being like, you want to sign up to vote.
And I don't even think they're right.
And they're not. They're not right because I'm just trying to eat a fucking scone. Can you guys leave me alone? Like, do you have to be like?
But there's yummy. There's yummy right there, which I love yummy.
I like the cookies, but their boba's so bad.
Their boba's so bad. They should just stop selling.
They should just stop selling boba. I agree.
Disgusting.
So this is why we get along because we have the same opinions.
Correct.
Like we are like, I'll die on this hill, and I know I'm right.
If someone told me tomorrow that they had that boba and they liked it, I would actively avoid talking to them.
I'd be like, cool. You're actually getting beheaded after this. Glad you enjoyed the boba.
There's this flavor of ice cream at the Union.
Mm.
The orange with chocolate chips.
I don't like it.
It's fucking gross.
I don't want orange ice cream.
If the only people that like that are the British, I swear to God.
Yeah,
And like
these are the same. These are beans on toast, motherfuckers.
It's
I like
so
the orange
gross.
chocolate chip. No, you don't.
And people are like, "That's my favorite flavor." You're a
if
fucking
it's
liar.
Dude, if it's your favorite flavor, you're lying. And if you're not lying, you need to be beheaded.
Help.
Seek help. And
the help is this blade.
Literally.
I'll be the executioner.
Yeah.
And you'll be the one that puts the hat on.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hold the basket.
Wow, we're synergizing like never before.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you tell them about your sty?
I have a sty.
No,
if you're wondering.
Did you tell them about the?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to share.
That's good.
But listen, I've had a harrowing 3.5 weeks.
If you've ever gotten anything in your eye, you realize the panic that sets in. That's all I'll say.
That's all we'll say. But yeah, well, I have a sty in this eye, so if you notice a big, disgusting lump, don't look at it. It's not real. I'll just be emo.
Oh,
dude, I should get an eye patch. Can you imagine wearing an eye patch in public?
I just watched this anime where this dude, he was like kind of emo, and like honestly, it was a really cute romance anime. It was really, really cute. But he was like emo, but like he put his hair up when it was like his day off, and he had all these piercings and shit.
Dude, it's horimiya.
It is.
Yeah, I watched the show during COVID. I told you to watch the show after I watched it.
It's so good.
Because I was like, you like slice of life.
Bro, I love horimiya.
Yeah.
And also, but I hate how they did it though, because they did the season 1 and then they did season 2, which is all the filled in episodes from season 1. So it wasn't even a continuation. And I didn't know that before I watched.
I think
I hate that they did that.
But I wish you could
like be able
someone
to
should make a list where they put them in order.
No, honestly,
I bet there is one. I should just look at. We should look at them and rewatch with that.
I need to give it a few months because I want to rewatch it fresh because it is so.
That show,
and it's like
it's
there's actually
it's just a dump of serotonin.
They actually like progress pretty quickly in comparison with other.
Yeah, they don't like draw it out forever.
No,
which is nice.
Which is
most people tend to do.
A lot of the slice of life animes that you watch are like they finally hold hands. See, like episode 12.
The one you were watching at the lake. I don't remember the one you were watching on your phone, and you were like, "Oh my god, they're finally realizing they like each other." It's been like 4.5 years.
Yeah, but I think that manga is just a lot longer, like,
which is fine. Yeah,
I've read the entire
take their sweet
manga,
time.
and still not done. It's not even close. So it's gonna be like it's they started dating though. They started dating and then they broke up almost instantly. It was honestly like a good moment. No, it was a good moment. It was a good moment. You had to read the manga. It's fine. You have to read the manga. I'm getting really into manga.
You are in your manga era. I'm like, caught up on My Hero.
Oh, on that manga?
Yeah, I want to read more manga. I just think I'm trying to figure out what to start with because I want something that's not like super long. And I keep reading stuff that's like currently ongoing, and then I'm like, I want to read. I want to read.
So depressed.
And then I'm like, okay, yeah, like I can't read JJK. I gave up on that. And that ship long has sailed for me.
Well, because I just hate the ongoing stuff.
I tried it, and then I got too confused.
Read it.
And also now it's just
you got too confused.
Now it's when I was reading it, I like took a bunch of breaks.
Oh,
I wasn't consistent, and I got to the fight where it's like Megumi and Yuji and Panda, and there's the guy with like the star technique with all the different points, and they're trying to like do the math or something to figure out where the center of the star is, and they're like trying to explain how his technique works. I don't even fucking know. They're trying to get that guy from like the mafia to join them for the culling game.
I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about.
Right? Yeah. And so I'm like, what do you mean? And I was like trying to read this.
Is this already in the anime? Or are you giving me spoilers?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, if that meant nothing to you, you're fine.
Okay, great.
So yeah, and they're trying to explain like he's doing math and they're doing like quantum physics to figure out this guy's technique, and I'm like,
that guy's
literally,
just
what are
that
we talking
author's
about?
full of shit.
Yeah,
That's why I only
and so I
read
got
shit
so
written by
confused that I
women.
was like, actually, fuck this. I've gotten the rest of JJK since then. Like that's pretty soon after where the show ends.
Okay.
I've gotten the rest of everything spoiled for me on Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
That's so bad. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I hate that.
It just if you want to be on like online spaces for things you like, for fan things like that, you're just gonna get spoiled. Unfortunately.
Because they go on a week by week basis.
Because every week when the leaks come out, everybody on Twitter gets on and makes their memes, and it's super fun. So that's the thing.
True.
You
oh
give
my god,
up.
I need to get on Yona. I need to get on Yona.
Good luck being on just some anime Twitter though. It's once you're in for some, you get stuff for other stuff, and then it's a black hole.
I'll just block anything with Jujutsu Kaisen,
Good luck.
JJK tagged.
I believe. I mean, if you say you're not interested enough, they'll probably stop showing it to you. The algorithm might learn.
I just hate those spoilers. Like, I understand like the memes. It is really fun to like be up to date, but it just like sucks.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh damn, I wasn't able to read this week or whatever.
That's fair.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm caught up on My Hero. Shit's. The fans predicted this. Like they predicted a few very specific things about characters, and they're like, "This will be the future. We just think this is what's gonna happen."
And that's
and
exactly
then every
what
fanfic
happened.
ever had all these things in it, and now we're here, and it's like, damn, that is exactly what they predicted, huh?
Damn.
That's crazy. They just knew the exact trajectory of their relationship. I'm like, okay.
Okay, wait, is it gay? Is My Hero gay?
No, but it might as well be. It's like gay without saying it is. Dare I say?
I hate that.
Like their interpersonal relationship is like crazy. The lore is crazy.
I still might watch it because I think Bailey's interested in watching.
I think the show's good. I like the show.
A lot of people tell me that they love the show.
Me.
The
fight scenes are really good. If you like good fight scenes. I
really didn't like the first season so far, and I feel like I just have to get into it.
Oh yeah, the first season's kind of dry. I'll agree.
Yeah.
But it's like 6 seasons long now, so like don't worry, it gets better.
I should.
So yeah.
I should. All right.
Well,
those are updates.
Now that we got back to talking about anime like we do every fucking episode,
we have to include a bit.
We gotta keep our passions alive.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
Well, we made it back. I don't know when we'll record the next one, but you know what? A stellar return to form. We had really no plan.
Speak for yourself.
Oh well.
Speak for yourself.
In a stellar return to form,
fine.
I got COVID, have another sty, and didn't plan for this week at all. So you can do things if you just
Put your mind,
have the power of friendship.
Heart, soul.
Maybe the real
friends were
maybe the real anime was maybe the real Tanuki balls were inside of us all along.
In each one of us, in each one of our
and
souls,
in your heart too,
and with your spirit,
and also with you. Amen. So yeah, see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good summer. Happy Pride. Bye.
That was gay.
Well, it's their month. It's our month.